What's up, y'all? Welcome to Nostalgic Sports. Today we are covering the 2024 UFL College Draft. The first college draft for the UFL was 10 rounds, with the Memphis Showboats having first pick each round, and the defending UFL champions, the Birmingham Stallions, having the final pick of each round, with a total of 80 players selected across the board. And for anyone unaware, the players selected in the UFL draft, many are currently on NFL rosters or competing to be. So them being selected in the draft means if they choose to play for the UFL, then the team that selected them has the rights to that player. I'm going to point out the draft picks that really stood out and caught my eye and talk about a few of those. Starting off the draft, the Memphis Showboats selected Kansas quarterback Jason Bean with the first overall pick, who is coming off the best season of his collegiate career at Kansas, where he led them to a bowl game, and he's currently signed to the Indianapolis Colts in the NFL. Definitely a good pick by the Showboats, as he's an explosive dual threat quarterback, which they need dual threat as their offensive line hasn't been in the best shape and needs improvement. So having an elusive quarterback definitely helps with that. And there were two other quarterbacks selected in the first round, with the Arlington Renegades selecting John Plumlee, quarterback from UCF, and the Battlehawks selected San Jose State quarterback Siobhan Cordero. So 3 of 8 teams selected a quarterback with their first pick. Then, not long after the 12th overall pick, another standout, the DC Defenders selected BYU quarterback Keaton Slovis. Keaton was a successful journeyman quarterback in college, having started QB at USC, Pitt, and BYU. He was successful with a lot of different teams and in a lot of different systems, and I think that he was a good pick by DC. He definitely has a lot of potential. The next pick, which I think is another standout, is the Battlehawks selecting Missouri running back Cody Schrader. I really enjoyed watching him the past season at Missouri. He's a really physical back that I'm excited to see him play more, and he's a great improvement to an already strong St. Louis Battlehawks offense, and he can definitely elevate the running back play in the UFL. Another pick that stood out to me was the Arlington Renegades selecting Oklahoma wide receiver Drake Stoops. It makes it an interesting story that Renegades head coach Bob Stoops is the dad of draft pick Drake Stoops, and that would be a cool storyline to follow with a father-son dynamic in the UFL. But Drake Stoops was a really shifty and explosive wide receiver at OU, and he definitely will be a much-needed addition to that Arlington offense. I'm excited to see how that plays out. And finally, one of the other draft pick selections to really stand out to me was the Birmingham Stallions selecting Notre Dame quarterback Sam Hartman. Hartman had a really successful collegiate career at Wake Forest and then at his final season at Notre Dame. He was a player I was expecting to see get drafted late in the NFL draft, but he wasn't selected, but later signed with the Washington Commanders, who he's currently with. And I think that he's a great pick, and I'd love to see him come and play in the UFL. He'd do great in the Stallions' loaded offense. Birmingham does already have a stacked QB room, though, with Adrian Martinez, Matt Corral, and Jamar Smith, so there would definitely be a QB battle for who stays and what the depth chart looks like. But that's a crazy good QB room, definitely the best in the league, and I think Sam Hartman would thrive in Birmingham's offense under Skip Holtz. I'm really a fan of Birmingham's selections in the draft. The defending UFL champs that already had the top offense in the league used majority of their picks on more offensive talent, so it's safe to say that their offense will be dangerously good again next season. We'll see if any of the other defenses in the league are going to be able to stop them. Another thing that stood out to me was 7 out of 8 teams selected a quarterback in the draft, with the only team not drafting a quarterback was the Houston Roughnecks. I question that because the Roughnecks definitely need improvement in the quarterback room, but they desperately need improvements in every aspect of the draft, so it is what it is. But we will see how their quarterback play is this upcoming season in Houston. Overall, in the 2024 UFL College Draft, we had a lot of great talent selected, and I'm happy for all the players that had the opportunity to play in the UFL. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the draft picks pan out. What are y'all's thoughts on the draft? What stood out to you, and what were your favorite selections? And how did your team do with their draft selections? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more UFL and other sports content coming soon.